Hi, my name is Linh. You can call me Linh or Ha Linh, and I come from Vietnam. Nice to meet you. So I came here in 2016. I came to Korea to study master degree program at Yonsei University. The first most shocking thing that I feel when I came to Korea is the weather, because I came here in August. It was still summer, right? I came from Vietnam and I expect to face a very cool and kind of autumn weather. But when I came here, it was still in summer. It was really hot, and I was like, is this really Korea or is this Southeast Asia? So that was the first shocking thing to me. The winter is really cold, but actually I quite enjoy it because it's the first time that I saw snow. In Vietnam, there's also winter too, but there's no snow. So when I first saw snow here in Korea, I was really happy. It was really magical, really beautiful. And even though it was really freezing, I think it's okay. I can stand it. Okay, the second thing that surprised me when I came to Korea is that almost everyone is very polite. It doesn't mean that people in Vietnam are not polite, but then especially when you go shopping in Vietnam, sometimes people are very intimidating. They can be very scary to young people like me, for example. But when I came to Korea, everyone are very nice. And I sometimes lost, when I first came here, I don't know how to use the public transportation. I don't know how to read the map. So I can just come to any random person that I meet on the street and they would help me very willingly, even though their English is not good. So that's very nice. I really appreciate that. Even in the restaurant, people are nice. Okay, another shocking thing to me is Korean fashion, especially the long padding. In the first winter here, it's okay, but then in my second winter here, long padding becomes some kind of a trend, and then everywhere people wear that. When you come out of the street, it looks like a lot of kimbap just walking around the street. So at first I was very shocking because you can tell the long padding is quite ugly. And I don't get why people wear it. Everyone wear it in the same exact color, it's all black. But then because everybody around me wearing it, I also tried to buy one. And then eventually I really like it. It's really warm and really convenient, and it covered from top to toe. So it's really convenient. I end up wearing it all the winter, so it was a good choice. Oh, the price is also one shocking thing because the currency in Korea is 20 times more. Yeah, it's 20 times more expensive than the Vietnamese currency. When I first come here, I tried to kind of convert everything into Vietnamese currency. So I feel like everything is really expensive. So I first bought my first meal in Korea is just 3,000 won, 3,000 won. It's really cheap, right? But when I convert it into Vietnam dong, it's 60,000 Vietnam dong. It's quite expensive. But then after a while, I get used to the price in Korea. And especially when I start working here, I start to get my salary. Everything feels better, but then it's still really expensive. I think you will feel the same, Korean people will feel the same when they came to Vietnam, when they find that everything is so cheap. About the multi-tissue in Vietnam, so I was also shocked because in Korea it's all free. So at first when I come to a restaurant and they serve me the multi-tissue, I was afraid to use it because in Vietnam it's often a trick at the restaurant. They trick you into use the wet tissue and then they would charge you more. So at first I didn't use it because I'm afraid that I would be charged more. So yeah, so it is also one thing that Korean people should be careful when they came to Vietnam. You should ask before you use the multi-tissue because they might charge you. Water sometimes is not free too, especially bottled water like this one. They might just serve you and you might think that it's free, but it might be not. So you always have to ask, is this one covered or is into the price or is this for free? So be careful when you come to Vietnam. There are a lot of differences between transportation in Vietnam and in Korea. The biggest difference is that in Vietnam, public transportation is not that developed. So we only have bus. We don't have subway. In Hanoi, there's a sky train that is under construction, but we don't know when will it be finished. So we only have the bus. Most people transport by motorbike or by car. But in Vietnam, there's a very convenient application, like similar to Uber, Grab. It's called Grab. So you can call taxi or even motorbike with very cheap price. So a lot of people use that. So I don't see, is there similar to Kakao taxi, right? So to my Vietnamese friend, I would really recommend you guys to come to Korea because it's a country full of culture, full of history, and it's very beautiful. The scenery is very beautiful. It's worth a trip coming here. And also the food are great. The foods are great. 맛있어요. So you guys should really come to Korea. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.